Today we'll be doing tier lists. I have a lot of work to do today, and Master Duel is down, and I ran out of time. Dream tier list. So I was like, hey, part of the work I need to do is research my top 10 videos. I bet I could do that on stream. Are these level 4 effect monsters normal monsters? Well, no, that's just the default title I have. I'm gonna change it to something else. Let's see, how about cards that can win you the game on their own but are not instant win effects. Yeah, I like this as a topic. It speaks to me better. What is your favorite Pokemans? Snorlax. Resubscribe. Thanks for the resubscribe, Crypto406. The title is too big. Okay, there we go. Top 10 cards that can win you the game on their own but are not instant win effects. Oh, let's remove top 10. I can't let people know this is work. Okay, there we go. Make this bigger. Okay, so let me see here. I have some cards set up for this real quick. I feel like Inferno Archfiend should be high tier as he's influenced card creation direction for future and is still limited in one TCG despite being decades old as he's very easy to abuse with Boar Sword and Saruja by himself. Infernity Archfiend? That's not really what we're going for here. Like, Infernity Archfiend is something you play your deck around. It's not really a card that can win you the game on its own. Last turn? No, last turn is an instant win effect. It doesn't work. Cyber Dragon Infinity? You guys just don't understand this list. We're talking about one cards, Rongo, Bongo, everything win. Okay, so, oh, 1 second. So, let's see, we have Nibiru, the Primal Being. And then we have Evenly Matched. There can be only one. Okay. And then we have Skill Drink, Vanities, Emptiness. I'm only placing this on here because it is currently legal in Master Duel. Super Poly. Oh, that's a good one. Super Poly. Super Polymerization, number IC1000, legit Sphere Mode. I don't know about, I'll add Sphere Mode. I'm not sold on Sphere Mode. The Winged Dragon of Ross, Sphere Mode. Let's put that in here. Pot of Greed. Oh, Grass. Yeah, Grass. I type in Grass. Apparently there's a card named Grass. What? Forbidden Droplet? No, not Forbidden Droplet. Like, you really need a follow-up. Like, if Forbidden Droplet could win you the game on its own, then I wouldn't have lost that Ojama duel against the Spiral player. Maxi? I'm not sold on Maxi. I'll add it to the list. Maxi fundamentally can't win you the game on its own because part of the reason Maxi is broke is because it gives you access to these actual game-winning cards. Waking the Dragon? Yeah, that's on my list. Waking the Dragon. Okay. We also have Witch's Strike, and I have Waking the Dragon in here, right? Yeah. Utopia Double. God, I'm so hungry. I just ate and I'm still so hungry. I hate being on a diet. Okay. Access Code Talker. Access Code Talker is very close to winning the game on its own. But I don't think if it's really on the same tier as these cards. Macro, Evenly Matched. Let's make these all smaller at once. Are you fat, Mr. Diet Logs? Why else would you be on a diet? Put in Zeus? Oh, Zeus is good. Okay. Red Reboot. The reddest reboot. Thunder Dragon Colossus. Thunder Dragon Colossus. Mystic Mine. Oh, for sure. I'm not sure about Thunder Dragon Colossus. I'll add it to the list. The Calamities, True King of all Calamities? I'm not sure about True King of all Calamities. True King of all Calamities can't win you the game on its own. It is really good though. Pre-Arata? No, Chaos Emperor Dragon doesn't do anything on his own. You need something else. Z-Arc? No, that's not what I'm thinking of. Artifact Scythe? No, not Scythe. That's just one turn. Gren Maju? I guess Gren Maju technically wins you games on his own. That's kind of what we're going with here. Solemn Strike, Judgment. Win the game if you activate them. The choke point in the combo. That's true. I'll add Solemn Judgment to the list. Okay, too bad. Inferno Necroface? No, we're not talking about combos. We're talking about cards that individually win you the game on their own. Utopic Zexal? Maybe. Okay. Masterpiece of True Dragon Kling. Now he, by definition, needs other cards. Numeron Network. No. Herald of Ultimateness. No. Herald of Ultimateness needs a lot of other support to do anything. Ultimate Falcon is kind of in the same vein. We'll add Ultimate Falcon to this. Raid Raptors, the Ultimate Falcons. And by that same extension, I guess that's kind of what Waking the Dragon is for, though. Imperial Order. There it is. Okay. Barrier statues. Yeah, I guess the floodgates. I'll put one monster to signify all of the special summon floodgates. Vanity's Fiend, which is basically the same thing as Vanity's Emptiness, though. Vanity's Fiends will encompass all of the barrier statues and stuff. Macrocosmos? Okay. Problem with Macrocosmos is it doesn't stop Phoenix. Like, if you can get 2 monsters on board, you can destroy it. Heroic Champion Rongo Miniad. Okay, last word from another planet. That's just gonna be encompassed in Waking the Dragon. Crazy Box? No. Aplacafort Towers, not since Link monsters were added. Dimension Shifter. People keep saying Dimension Shifter. I don't really think it's that game winning. I'll add it to the list nonetheless. Lancia literally kills dinos. Yeah, but that's all it kills is dinos. Droll and Lockbird. Droll and Lockbird does shut down combo plays for a turn, but so does Maxi. Okay, you know, I think this is good enough. Now it's time to rank them. So, Dimension Shifter, F tier. They don't really fit.
You all! I hope I go to hell!
I think I gotta make them a little bit smaller. There we go. All right, Waking the Dragon, S. Macrocosmos, C. Shifter, F. This could be C tier. Rongo Miniad, we'll put it in A tier. Grand Maju, A tier. Imperial Order is A tier. Red Reboot, A tier. Colossus, D tier. Mystic Mine, S. Vanity's Fiend, S. Utopia Double, I'll put it in A tier. Zeus is S tier. Solemn Strike, S tier. Maxi, we'll put it in B. Grass is S. Sphere Mode, we'll put it in B tier. Super Polymerization, B. Vanities, S. Skill Drain, S. There can be only one, we'll put it in A tier. Evenly Matched, S. Nibiru, S. And then this card is just here for representation of Waking the Dragon. Okay, so this list looks pretty good. Too many S tiers? Yeah, so this is just like a first impressions. And then I can just adjust it from here. So, where do we start? Why is Rongo only in A? Because he's like a win condition. You build towards him. You have to bring out 2 level 4 monsters and 2 level 3 monsters. And then boom, you got him. That's not really what I'm looking for here. Card that can win you the game on their own but are not instant win effects. Rongo Miniad is kind of an instant win effect. The Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon. Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon is encompassed with Waking the Dragon. Honestly, I should just remove him from the list so it's not confusing people. He made a 5-hour video about why Maxi is banned. Yeah, but Maxi doesn't win you the game on its own in the same way that resolving Witch's Strike does. Because as you know, Witch's Strike destroys all cards in your opponent controls and in their hand. You activate this, you win. These are the kinds of cards we're talking about here. Zeus also takes build up, but Rongo goes S. Zeus is easier to go into. But you're right, Zeus probably isn't S tier. It's probably A tier. It's not that good. 5-link Dragon? No. Goddess's Sweet Revenge? We're also taking into account playability. I didn't take any like garbage cards and put them on the list. Witch's Strike is a bit too demanding? True, but it does win you the game on its own. What is an F? Dimensional Shifter. It's like a 1-turn Macrocosmos, which I have in C tier. Crooked Cook. Yeah, I guess that's literally a win condition though. It resolves Witch's Strike against Unchain. True. Or Fire Kings. 8 material Zeus is S tier. That's for sure. You know, unless they have 1 negate. Zeus is S because he's always a concern. I'll put him higher than Rongo Miniad. I'll put him at a high A tier. Numeron Dragon count that definitely deserves a spot on this list. Numeron Dragon? Yeah, that is an instant win effect for rank 8 engines. I'll add it. Good point. I didn't even think of that. Numeron Dragon. It should at least be on the same tier as like Utopia Double. We'll put it in A tier. D Dynamite. No, that's a burn card. Witch's Strike is only normal rarity and Master Duel. Yeah, it's really hard to activate though. Colossus should not be underestimated. Banquet of Millions. No. I had someone try Spearman on me and I just sacrificed it to summon DMG and somehow he had no answer to that. Yeah. Sphere Mode. It can definitely remove a lot lot of really big, scary threats, but it doesn't really do anything afterwards. Whereas Nibiru can do that during your opponent's turn before they have everything set up and gets rid of everything and not just 3 of them. And also it doesn't take up your normal summon. Read Colossus' effects, my guy. It's a Thunder King Ryo that can't be destroyed. I know what it does. Mathmech Sigma? He only has 3,000 attack and can be destroyed by battle. Red Supernova Dragon? Maybe. It's kind of hard to go into. I'm thinking more like cards that are easier to use. Like, here's my thought process. I want to put cards on this list which you can use easily. You could maybe something you could build a whole deck with nothing but these kinds of cards. Grass, if you can resolve grass, that is basically winning the game because you go plus 20 in card advantage. But you do have to build your deck around it. Same with Rongominia. You can't just add this to anything. Your whole deck has to be built around resolving these effects. Whereas they don't have to be built around Waking the Dragon, or even Witch's Strike, or Nibiru, or Waking, or Evenly Striked. These are the kinds of cards I like the best. So these are all S tier cards. These can win you the game on their own without having to build your deck around them. These cards right here do require some building your deck around in order to win. Numeron and Utopia Double fit into that category, whereas these cards do not. However, Skill Drain does need to be, you do need to have a deck that can accommodate this. But I found that you can accommodate it pretty easily. Has anyone ever told you sound like MatPat from Game Theory? No, people just usually tell me I have a monotone voice so that I should shut up. By that logic, Venomi Naga has an instant win condition. You have to build your whole deck around it. Zombie World, yeah, Zombie World, you know, another Floodgate. It isn't Floodgate that hard though. I think Mystic Mind should be number 1 because in a form without side decking like Master Duel, some decks just can't out it. True, Mystic Mind can win you the game on its own. That's for sure. So maybe it should be up here. I will use my points just to ask about it and get a monotone explanation on why the Mirror Force archetype isn't there. We're talking about cards that can win you the game on their own, not memes. What about Royal Tribute? What's a Royal Tribute? Let me look up Royal Tribute here. Royal Tribute. Oh yeah, that card. This card was like limited for the longest time. I forgot about it. Gravity Collapse. Ooh, let's not go that far. I'll put Royal Tribute in E tier. Where's Summon Limit? It's just another Floodgate. It's not better than Skill Drain or There Can Be Only One or Mystic Mine. I don't want this to be full of just Floodgates. Chad has very strong opinions on some cards. Does Infinite Light count for this list? No. Where's the Flame Swordsman? He's probably flaming your... I probably shouldn't say that. Artifact Scythe? Oh, I don't know about Artifact Scythe. I'll add it to the list just for completionist sake. If you resolve Artifact Scythe during your opponent's turn, then that gives you one more turn to set up. That's for sure. Does it really win you the game on its own though? I think it's probably in the same category as Solemn Judgment. You need a strong follow-up afterwards. Quintet, Alistair, Winda, Axis Code. No, not Axis Code. Axis Code can't win you the game on your own. Axis Code can win you like 75% of the game on its own. It's not enough. If Axis Code could go up to 8,000 attack more easily, then yeah. Arch Nemesis Protoss? No. I'm telling you, Inferno Tempest can win the games on its own? Yeah, and Inferno Tempest is like an instant win condition. You can't splash it into a normal deck. You have to build your deck around it. Lava Golem? No, not Lava Golem. If we already have Sphere Mode in B tier, Lava Golem would just be lower on the list. Why wouldn't a Plakafort be a win condition? Because Link monsters can out it very easily. Dark Law? No, not Dark Law. Dark Law's not strong enough. How about that 4,000 Synchro that negates everything? Dude, I lost a game to that card. Cosmic Blazar Dragon? Is it Cosmic Blazar Dragon? Let me see. Blazar. Yeah, that's literally its name. Cosmic Blazar Dragon. If you get this thing out, that's the win condition right there. It's really hard to bring out though, so I'll put it in B tier. I lost to him too. Torrential Tribute? You think Torrential Tribute would count? Forbidden Droplet? No, that one requires way too many cards. What does Waking the Dragon summon that Axis Code can't out? Megaclops. True King of All Calamities. Trishula. Light and Darkness Dragon. Ooh, Light and Darkness Dragon used to be an instant win back in the day. So anything that clears the board or sets up a ton of negates while not costing too much would be on this list? Exactly. Something like, or something that just wins you the game on its own. Like you use this card, if you activate it, you win. More specifically, cards that are easy to use. Like all the ones I have in S tier right now win you the game on their own and also are easy to use. Zeus doesn't really win you the game on its own, but it is very close. Grenmaju does, but requires you to build your deck around it. Lightning Storm is very strong, but doesn't win you games. Whereas Evenly Matched hits both the field and back row. Evenly Matched is basically a stronger Lightning Storm. Inspector Border, I have Vanity's Fiend to represent all the monster floodgates. Dark Magician, the ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense. I don't know about that. Pre-Erotic Exchange of Spirits, that's like a win condition card. That's not what I'm looking for. Rivalry and Gozen, those are just more floodgates. I don't think those are stronger than Skill Drain or Mystic Mine. Does banned cards count as long as they're not banned in Master Duel? That's what I'm going for right now. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm building a list. A list that, if I was making a gimmick deck, I would look at this list and be like, could I add any of these cards to my gimmick deck so that I could just win with those cards alone? Currently, the top of this list is looking like that, with Zeus maybe joining the ranks. I think you need to be more specific. There are lots of cards that can win you the game, something like you can play itself and nothing else. I can be more specific. How do you guys think I should title this? The title itself can change. It's not set in stone. Simple wins, toxic cards. Cards to win games if you suck at Yu-Gi-Oh. No. Trickstar Reincarnation, I need your opinion. No, a card doesn't win you games on its own. You need to combo it with Droll and Lockbird. Splashable cards that can win you the game. It has to be titled so a new player would understand it. So we can change that to generic. So generic cards that can win you the game on their own, but are not instant win effects. There. And with generic cards, I think the S tier still stands. With maybe the bottom 4, not really. True King, Lithosejim the Disaster. I forgot about that card. Lithosejim the Disaster. You could, if you banish your opponents like Halki Fibrax and their other main combo dudes, they can't do anything. I'll put Lithosejim in B tier. Spider VTuber time? No. Necro Valley? I don't know about that. Somebody redeemed the face cam, Mr. Logs? Did they? Hello there. It's me. Oh, I don't have the spider turned on. Hello there. It's me, the Spider Logs. I am here. Oh wait, this isn't this. I'd have to open up Discord for that. There, you got a little bit of my human model. Is that Jupiter? Yes. Okay, so I think the tier list is good to go. We had some excellent suggestions here. We have Zeus. Zeus is probably high up there. Imperial Order definitely wins you games against certain decks. So does Red Reboot, and there can be only one. I think Skill Drain probably wins more games. Obviously, so does Mystic Mine. Mystic Mine is just a better Skill Drain. Numeron Dragon and Utopia Double can literally win you the game on their own, as they're both able to deal 8,000 points of damage while being completely generic. Witch's Strike, generic. Nibiru, evenly matched. And then, of course, we have, what is this card called again? Vanity's Emptiness? Yeah, this card's busted. And then Waking the Dragon. I don't think Waking the Dragon should be at number 1, though. Grenmaju's too high since you have to build for it. You have to build for Rongo Miniad and Grass, too. But yeah, it is high. It's not like on the same tier as this. We'll put it next to Colossus. Actually, I should probably move up Colossus to C tier. He's pretty good. Real Tribute is not generic. It's not. That's why it's all the way down here. Winda's not good enough. The Last Warrior from Another Planet? That is encompassed by Waking the Dragon. Forbidden Droplet or Dark Ruler No More? No, those ones don't remove anything. All they do is negate for 1 turn, and then they both have downsides. Forbidden Droplet requires you to discard a bunch of cards, and Dark Ruler No More literally makes it so you can't deal damage to your opponent anymore. Jinzo, nobody plays traps. That's why I only have Red Reboot in A tier. And when the band played on, oh, that's a good one. Let me double check. Band played. And the band played on, neither player can special summon monsters at the same level as those they control. Neither player can special summon monsters at the same rank as those control. It's good, but I don't think it's good enough. Okay, well, I'm seeing a ton of repeat suggestions. So I think we're just going to stop this list here. I think this list is probably perfect. Everything in here is how it should be. And the only thing we have now is just to order the list. So the S tier, I'm not convinced Witch's Strike should be S tier. It's not as easy to activate as the other cards on this list. I'll probably move it down to A tier. It can win you the games on its own, but it's not good. So, can I screenshot this and use it as a deck list? Of course. And then we have these 2 cards, which can win you the game on their own. These 2 are basically just the best floodgates because they negate monster effects in places that matter the most. And then we have Zeus, which isn't really an instant win card. It's more just like a really strong card, so I'll put that in B tier. Vanity's Fiend can definitely win you the game on its own, but it does require a tribute summon to get on the field and is vulnerable to all forms of removal. These two cards can win you the game on their own, with Imperial Order being better. There can be only one. I don't think it's as strong of a floodgate to be an A tier. I'll move it down to B tier. That grass looks greener can absolutely win you the game on its own. Uh-oh, it crashed. No, all my work is gone. Wait, it seems a little bit higher than last time, right? Is it? I don't know. Seems like it moved a little bit. All of my hard work for naught. Just clip and screenshot? Yeah, I know. I can just look at the VOD. Super Auto Pets top 10. You guys want to see some Super Auto Pet action? I'll have you know, I double checked what was shown in the background just in case that happened, so it's fine. I mean, I double checked before the stream. Super what? Is that Windows 7? No, it's Windows 10. This is because you put Witch's Strike in S tier? No. Yu-Gi-Oh! Female characters? Let's not do that. Alright, new list. The tier list got Raigeki'd. That's what you get for putting Dimension Shifter in F tier. Dimension Shifter doesn't win you games on its own. It's garbage. Anyone who thinks it does is on copium.